What's up, y'all? I am your girl Candy, and you are checking out All Urban Central.
Almost every record that I have done, I have written when the artist was not in the room. I'll go through my own songs. Replay. Zendaya got 10% of the publishing, I think. She did not write on the song. She didn't. That song was written at a Rihanna song camp. It was on hold for Rihanna. Then it was on hold for Rita Ora. Famous came to me and said, yo, Tiff, there's this artist named Zendaya. We should cut Replay on her. So Zendaya got publishing and writer credit. She did not write on Replay. King by Tamar Braxton. I wrote and produced that song. I wrote that song for myself as an artist. In my living room. Tamar got, I don't know what she ended up getting. I think I own like 85% of that song. But I should own all of it because I did all of it. She didn't write shit. Sevyn Streeter, who's a songwriter. This one really hurt my heart. Sevyn Streeter, Just Being Honest. Me and Mansour did that song. It was originally called Bitch. I wrote that song by myself. I'm not even really a big co-writer like that. I prefer writing songs by myself because, I don't know, I just prefer to write like that. So I have a lot of records that I have placed that either have one co-writer on or that I've written solo dolo, right? Sevyn ended up with 10% of that record. I fought like hell for her to not have any of the publishing because she didn't write anything on it. Publishing is my only source of income. And by the way, none of the artists that I've mentioned have a career anything close to in music Beyonce. None of them do. But the reason why I'm bringing up my experience with every artist or almost every artist that I've worked with that has taken publishing that they did not earn on the songs that I wrote for them is because there's a precedent that's set. The reason why I called out Beyonce is because Beyonce is the Michael Jackson of our generation. And so if there's anybody that could reshape the precedent, if there's anybody that could influence the industry, that had the power and the money and the cultural thing to say, you know what, y'all, you're right. These songwriters have been out here. We've been in the street. Literally, I have been in the street in front of Spotify. I've been in front of Universal. I have sat and I have talked to all y'all publishers. I've talked to y'all publishers. I talked to the DSPs. Almost all of my friends are in the music industry and write for your favorite artists like a Beyonce. So I'm not up on the internet just talking and making things up. I'm not stupid. I ain't trying to get sued. That's called defamation. I'm not defaming anybody. I am coming to y'all with things that I can back up. The reason why I called out Beyonce is because Beyonce is the Michael Jackson of our generation. And so if there's anybody that could reshape the precedent, if there's anybody that could influence the industry, that had the power and the money and the cultural thing to say, you know what, y'all, you're right. These songwriters have been out here. We've been in the street. Literally, I have been in the street. I could pull up my records. I talked to somebody yesterday. Somebody's a manager of somebody who is a writer and producer on Renaissance. Okay? The record is one of y'all faves. The song was written 6 years before it got to Beyonce. She got 25% of the song. I've talked to another writer who wrote and sang on one of your favorite songs. Credit not right, all kind of His business still isn't handled. Beyonce was on tour last year with that record, with that person's vocals, all that. I'm not crazy. And here's the thing. The reason why people who work for Beyonce don't talk is because they're all on NDAs. Because that's also how she works. She silences people so that nobody can speak. I'm not a writer that's written for Beyonce. I haven't shot my shot at Beyonce because I'm not willing to give her any publishing. And you know, the thing that burns me up the most about Beyonce, and this is why I'm speaking about her specifically, is because Beyonce is Queen Bee. Beyonce is a black artist. Beyonce represents black excellence. Beyonce's team, like the people who work with her, these writers that I'm talking about that are exploited, they're us. You know what? It's so funny because when I think about my own career and all the people that have me over, it's been my own people. My comments about Beyonce not winning Album of the Year and me saying, you know what, maybe karmically it's not coming to you because of the way that you're doing creatives, I meant that with everything in me. I hear the racial discussion and all the things, and I think that has its place. But this has its place too. It does. And they all can exist. Beyonce could absolutely reform her business practices. Beyonce could absolutely reform Parkwood's business practices. It's a decision. It's a fucking choice. It's a choice to take 25% of publishing that you didn't earn.
Songwriters, Lucian Grange, aren't you the most powerful man in the music industry?
What's up?
Hey, songwriters, Lucian Grange, songwriters, universal.
Songwriters!
Hey, songwriters!
Pay songwriters!
Hey,
Pay
songwriters!
songwriters!
Hey, session fees! Hey,
You
songwriters!
guys' right to protest and everything like that, you guys are more than welcome to, right?
Yeah.
Or we just need
Yeah,
you
I
on
know
the
they want
sidewalk.
us to. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's money.
Hey,
But you don't
songwriters!
want to come down and talk, Universal?
Hey, songwriters!
What's up? Hey, songwriters.
Hey,
Y'all
songwriters!
big bad billionaires, right?
Hey, songwriters!
What's up, Lucian?
Hey,
What's good? What's good? Pay star.
You know, so many people in the music industry always say to me, we love everything you're doing for the creative community. They follow me on social media, follow the 100%ers. They're like, oh my God, I saw you in an interview or I read an article. And I'm like, dope. So like, how have you taken the things that we've been working on to implement into how you work with creatives? Are you paying songwriters now? Are your artists still stealing publishing and credit? Are you still letting managers onto the publishing splits even though they didn't write shit? Did you or your company sign the Safe Music Business Pledge? Have you donated any money? Reposted any of our content? Come to any of our events? Bought a t-shirt? Signed the petitions? Now let me say, for those who have, thank you. But for the rest of y'all who are just watching me on Insta, following me, reading our messages, but not saying anything, what are we doing?